Welcome back, everybody. Playoff action is here, and it's time for Andy McKenzie to make his playoff debut. The Texans are rested up after their first round bye, and they'll take on the Kansas City Chiefs here today, with a chance to move on to the AFC Championship game. The Texans did finish the season strong despite a Week 17 loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now today, is Andy McKenzie ready to lead this team in his first ever playoff start? DeAndre Hopkins is back in the lineup for the first time in over a month, and the first play of the game is Andy McKenzie finding DeAndre Hopkins. That's a gain of 9. Jalen Strong emerged in his absence. Now Strong and Hopkins play side by side. From the 29-yard line, now Arian Foster runs left, and he has some running room. 2 solid plays to begin the day against this very good Kansas City Chief defense. It's a 3-wide set as McKenzie drops back to pass, fires down the middle, and that's complete to Jalen Strong. The 2 rookies have had a great connection, and it really took off when DeAndre Hopkins was injured. Strong played a major role in the final 4 games of the regular season. Already in Chief territory, there's a draw up the middle, and Derrick Johnson takes down Alfred Blue for a loss. There are plenty of game changers in this front 7 to deal with. Now to the air on 3rd down and 10, and down goes McKenzie. It's the big athletic nose tackle Dontari Poe. So despite a good start to the drive, Kansas City's defense rebounds. Unfortunately for Kansas City, they don't have their starting quarterback Alex Smith. That means Chase Daniel is starting, and the Chiefs stole on their first possession, but pinned the Texans at their own 1. Trying to create some space, Foster carries, but is wrapped up by Tamba Hali, and the first points of the game are a safety. You have Tamba Hali on one side, the other, perennial pass rusher Justin Houston. Take your pick. The inside is not any easier with Dontari Poe, Derrick Johnson. The Chiefs take a 2-0 lead, and then take the safety punt. Jamal Charles drives them down the field. A penalty helps them out, a couple actually, and Jeremy Maclin makes it a 2-score game here in the first quarter. Do the Texans have an answer? 1st and 10, McKenzie throws complete. That's DeAndre Hopkins racing away from Sean Smith. That moves the chains. In a twin tight end formation, they go back to Arian Foster, who gets some room up the middle and is brought down after a big run of 13 yards. He's had a couple very encouraging runs. Now Andy fakes to Foster, and Justin Houston bites. That leaves the edge uncontained, and McKenzie takes advantage all the way inside the Chief 40. It's a run of 21 yards. That gives him just over 600 in his career. First quarter is winding down as Foster takes it to the left side, and Tamba Hali is there again along with Alvin Bailey, but it's a 4-yard pickup. Looking for a conversion now on 3rd down and 3. McKenzie dumps it off, and Alfred Blue picks up the first down on a gain of 8. McKenzie 6 of 6. He looks in command early on. Fake to Foster. McKenzie down the field, complete to DeAndre Hopkins. That gives the Texans a big 1st and goal. And already Hopkins is providing that impact we were looking for. From the 2-yard line, McKenzie hands off, and Foster takes it right. Justin Houston meets him. It's a loss of 1. Running at this part of the field will not be easy, so the Texans go play fake, and McKenzie has a touchdown! Frank Summers, the fullback, leaks out into the flats, and McKenzie has his first playoff touchdown pass. That's the 29th of the year for McKenzie, and this one helps halt the Chiefs' momentum for the meantime. It's 9-7 in the second quarter, and as Chase Daniel takes the field, he completes a couple big passes to Avant and Jamal Charles, and this ends with a Cairo Santos field goal. Houston gets it back down 5. In the offset eye, McKenzie throws quick and is intercepted by Josh Mauga. Looking for the quick pass to Garrett Graham, and Mauga takes it away. The Chiefs playing opportunistic football so far. They have a safety, now a big interception that leads to a Jamal Charles score. It's now 19-7. The Texans have to make sure they don't panic and just play smart. McKenzie goes back to the air, has Hopkins on the outside, and this will be a big gain as he runs away from Sean Smith, deep into Chief territory, all the way to the 11. This Chief defense has made some big plays already, and Sean Smith wanted another, but just narrowly McKenzie gets it to Hopkins. It turns into a 66-yard gain. Now again, the Texans trying to run down here in the red zone, and Justin Houston isn't having any of that. They will have to get this done in the air. From the 8, it's 3rd down. McKenzie, under pressure, gets the pass complete, and Nate Washington is stopped at the 1. And as the 2-minute warning hits, the Texans elect to kick the field goal. It's still a 2-score game, 19-10. This is where the defense really needs to get a stop and slow down the Chief offense. And that they do, giving the Texans another opportunity with 1:20 to go in the first half. McKenzie starts the drive by hitting Garrett Graham for a big first down to the 31-yard line. Still a very long way to go. McKenzie just gets it away, and Sean Smith just gets a hand on it. That combination of pass rush and good coverage is very tough to deal with. So no extra protection against Tamba Hali, and McKenzie finds an opening. Wide open, Nate Washington at the sideline takes it to the Kansas City 40. He also stops the clock, saving that last timeout for Houston. 54 seconds on the clock. Now McKenzie fires and barely gets it to DeAndre Hopkins, just over the hand of Ron Parker. Look how close this was. They call it a game of inches, and the Texans now have it at the 23. 30 seconds on the clock. McKenzie again complete to the outside. Washington there at the 14. And Houston hurries up, preserving that timeout. 3rd down and 1. McKenzie takes his shot here, and Nate Washington makes the touchdown catch. What a drive. McKenzie made some fantastic passes that just barely made it past the defenders. And it ends with a touchdown. But there's still a full half of game to go, and again KC gets Houston pinned at the 1. They don't want a repeat, so this time Frank Summers takes it ahead and gets a gain of a couple. They stay in the I formation, KC stacks the box, and Arian Foster just gets out of the end zone before Tamba Hali gets to him again. At the 1-yard line, 3rd down. Foster again now to the right side, got a great block from Ryan Griffin and nearly converted. Houston stalls this time. And in just a few plays, a Jason Avant touchdown again makes this a 2-score game. They keep putting a lot of pressure on this offense to remain consistent. McKenzie play fakes to Foster, shakes away from one tackler, but can't escape the 2nd or 3rd. 3 defenders broke through, and that's the 2nd sack of Andy McKenzie. And a 3-wide formation on 2nd down and long. McKenzie with edge pressure gets the pass off deep to Jalen Strong, but overthrows him. And it's now 3rd down and 15. Needing a big play for a conversion, McKenzie goes up the seam, and Josh Mauga knocks it away. Great job by Mauga getting a hand on it, but the pressure really became overwhelming on that possession. Now can the defense keep Kansas City from scoring anymore? They start the drive with a penalty and just go 3 and out. That's what we want to see. But this offense needs to get something going. We're near the 4th quarter. McKenzie lobs and completes the pass to Garrett Graham, pushing the Texans across their own 40. That was one of the most open passing windows McKenzie had today. Now a crossing pattern for DeAndre Hopkins, and that will move the chains. Now the Texans are working in Kansas City territory. They're trying to save some time, running the hurry up. McKenzie back on 1st and 10, lobbing deep for Strong. He's got it! 1st down, Texans at the 19. But Strong was injured. He made a fantastic play, but this hit is going to force him to leave the game. Texans go to their offset eye but keep passing, and pressure gets there again, and McKenzie is dropped by Mike DeVito for an 8-yard loss. Washington, Carter, and Hopkins are the wideouts on 3rd and long. McKenzie escapes the pocket, looks to take off and get it himself, but the Chiefs get to him well in front of the 1st down marker. That forces the Texans to settle for a 32-yard field goal, and Sean Sweezum hits it. So it's a 26-20 game. Can the defense keep this as close as it is? They get a sack on 2nd down and stop the Chiefs on 3rd. Another 3 and out, as Aaron Murray had to come into the game. Texan ball down 6, and Arian Foster doesn't get much on 1st down. He was met by Derek Johnson. Jalen Strong still out of the game as McKenzie throws Washington's way on 2nd down and was incomplete. Great coverage by Marcus Peters. Now the pressure is on as they face 3rd and 9. Chiefs bring 4. McKenzie rolling out to his right. Throws it back to the middle, and he's lucky that wasn't picked off by Derek Johnson. back-to-back 3-and-outs. And the defense once again is asked to get a stop. Aaron Murray now in the game for Chase Daniel, and they go 3-and-out with Tyler Bray having to come in for Aaron Murray. They're down to their fourth quarterback. Can the Texans establish some offense this time? From the 29-yard line, McKenzie chased out to his left and has no choice but to throw it away. Nobody open downfield, and Jalen Strong still has not returned. On second down, McKenzie goes to the outside where a great grab by Nate Washington will get them 8 yards. At least it's third and manageable. They stay in the shotgun. Foster carries and picks up the first down, breaks off a 1 tackle. That's a gain of 7. They're nearing Kansas City territory, still spreading the field. McKenzie on second down, faces pressure again and misses C.J. Fedorowicz. Thanks to that pressure by Dontari Poe, it's 3rd down and 10 once more. This time the Chiefs bring a blitz. McKenzie fires to his left and Cecil Shorts can't make the catch. Peters there in coverage again. The offense definitely seems to be missing Jalen Strong, and they punt it back. Kansas City with their 6-point lead gets a 14-yard rush, but then a Jamal Charles fumble is going to give the Texans a great chance inside the KC 30. And they start the drive with a Foster run of 6. It's crunch time officially, 2:20 to go in the game. McKenzie again chased to his left, but they get to him and don't allow the first down. At the 19-yard line, it's 3rd down and 2. McKenzie drops back to pass, flips it out to Foster, but he's wrapped up shy of the marker. It's 4th down, and the Texans have to go for it here. Can they get the conversion? In the I formation, 4th and 1. Back to pass. McKenzie hits DeAndre Hopkins. First down. They kept it in the air, and it paid off. They stay in the I formation. Foster carries inside the 5 and down to the 4. Houston is keeping all those extra blockers on the field. 2nd and goal, it's Foster again, and he's met and stopped at the 1. Houston is now 1 yard away. Can they break through this Kansas City defense? Time is winding down. 3rd and goal. Now it's Alfred Blue, and Kansas City stops him. They have forced 4th down and goal. It's going to come down to this play. Houston calls a timeout with 2 seconds remaining. And here we go. A spot in the AFC Championship game on the line. Last play. McKenzie calls his own number and sneaks it in for the touchdown! The Texans have done it! Andy McKenzie has snuck them into the AFC Championship game! What a game this was! The Chiefs' defense applied the pressure, but it wasn't enough to break Andy McKenzie. He made some of the biggest plays of his young career today, and his receiving corps did a good job as well. DeAndre Hopkins came back, made some huge plays. Jalen Strong did as well, but could not finish the game. Nate Washington also played a big role and had a huge touchdown catch. 27-26. The Texans win. Andy McKenzie victorious in his first playoff start against the team he won his first regular season start against. It's of course the biggest win for McKenzie in his professional career. And in the AFC Championship game, the Houston Texans will face the Cincinnati Bengals for a spot in Super Bowl 50. Here are the results of the divisional round. The Bengals beat the Patriots by 7, and in the NFC, the Cowboys defeated Seattle, and the Packers narrowly defeated the Dallas Cowboys. Here are your final 4 teams. The Texans are facing Cincinnati, who pulled off a 4th quarter comeback to defeat the New England Patriots. 3 touchdown passes from Andy Dalton led the way. 11 catches, 134 yards from Marvin Jones. He's become the Bengals' #1 option because of the injury to A.J. Green that has ended his season. And speaking of injuries, Jalen Strong has also had his season ended. He suffered a shoulder tear on that big 4th quarter catch, and unfortunately, he will not be with the Texans until next year. The stage is now set for the AFC Championship game. Can Andy McKenzie, as a rookie, help lead the Texans to their first Super Bowl appearance? Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Andy McKenzie Career Mode series, and I'll see you in next episode's AFC Championship game. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave your feedback down below in the comment section, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great day.